Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Dead Rising 4, grabbing the Innovator Achievement. This is to find all the blueprints in story mode. There are going to be a total of 55, so let's get started. The first one can be gotten during the tutorial in case 0. It's going to be right here. In fact, the game actually makes you pick it up. We will also be making every single combo weapon, which should help out for the Tape It or Die Fanatic, since you need to create 58 unique combo weapons. In the story mode, there are going to be a total of 51 you can create, so that should get you a really good start. The other 7 have to be done in multiplayer. So with that in mind, get that first one, which is going to be the grenade and the sledgehammer. Second one, you're going to be out here after the helicopter crashes. You want to head into the hotel, which is where you're supposed to go. But before you head into the lobby, head into the women's bathroom, and you should find a key in here. Make sure you grab that before heading on with the story. So what you want to do is you want to head back to the lobby after picking up that key, and you are supposed to go here for the main story, so just follow the waypoint if you are doing this as you're following along through the story. If you're doing this in the post game, just go back here, and of course you can look it up on your map if you get lost. But before heading to the front desk, you want to go over where the elevators are. Click in the right stick using your camera and then hit right on the D-pad to switch to Spectrum mode. Scan the wall that should reveal this secret door, which is why we got that key. Use the key, open it up, and grab the blueprint. This one is going to be the umbrella gun. To craft this one, just run outside, combine this electric guitar with the umbrella. The cool thing about Dead Rising 4 is combo weapons only require one specific weapon and then one of the certain weapon type. So that's always something to look forward to. You don't need 2 specific weapons. Next one, hop the counter. This is where you're supposed to go for the story. You're supposed to talk to that guy, and he gives you the Blambo blueprint right here. And you're supposed to use this thing to fend off some soldiers. For this, just combine the crossbow with any explosive. I like using this propane tank here, but you can use a grenade if you want to. If you have some left over from earlier, just mix the two together, and you have a nice weapon to take out the oncoming horde of bad guys. So you are going to head through the office to get to the next side of the mall. There's going to be a key right here in the security office. Make sure you pick that up, and then just follow your 2 homies down here, and you'll notice there will be a weapon locker in this room, and that key is going to be for this locker. Open that up. That should give you the electric wreath, and that's going to be a wreath mixed with an electronic item. So there's a bunch of wreaths in this store. Just grab one and combine it with any electronic item. You can use like a LCD monitor or a computer or a laptop. Pretty sure there's something lying around the store. I think I used a guitar for mine. So after that, we are going to head out onto the mall. So you'll notice this racetrack right in front of you, which has the game's only mini game, sadly. Hop into the go-kart, and you're supposed to complete 2 laps around here under a specific time. I'm pretty sure you can do it in your first try. It's actually really easy. After that happens, you should get this cage opened up, and you will get your first combo vehicle. So grab the blueprint and combine with the go-kart with the shopping cart. That should give you the kilowatts. And there are a total of 8 combo vehicles in the game, and you need to build all 8 for an achievement. And I'm going to throw that in as a bonus, since the blueprints count towards the Innovator Achievement, but they do not count towards the combo weapon achievement, so keep that in mind. Next up, you are going to head further into the mall. You are going to go through this busted down gate. Before you go where you're supposed to go, head upstairs and then grab this next one. You want to head to the jewelry shop, which will be on the right side. This one's actually very missable because later on, when you have access to safe rooms, you can buy maps for blueprints, and the ones you are probably going to be missing are the ones that are on the 2nd floor. And the reason for that is all but 2 blueprints are going to be on the ground floor of either the mall or out when you get into the city. So keep in mind that there's 2 on the 2nd floor. Just whenever you're using a map to find the blueprints, just use the level select and look on the 2nd floor, and there's going to be 2 that you can miss. This first one is going to be the laser sword. This is one of the last ones I got. Just pick that up. This one's going to be gems and any electronics item, so just combine the gems with the portable stereo, and that should give you the laser sword, which has been in the game since good old Dead Rising 2. Then we're going to move on down here to the Caribbean Cove. This one's going to be another one hidden behind a locked door. Lots of these to come, and these are really annoying since you don't know where the keys are, especially if you use a map. So this first key is going to be right here. This is the clock tower, which is on the right side of the food court area of the Caribbean Cove. Once you grab that, you can jump on down, or you can take the stairs back down if you want to play it safe. You'll notice a fish restaurant in the middle right here, and there's going to be another locked locker. You are going to use that key, obviously, to open up the locker. So do that, and you should grab the Swordfish Launcher, I think this is. So grab that. This is going to be the Swordfish and any bow and arrow kind of weapon. Hopefully you still have a crossbow from earlier. If not, I'm pretty sure you can find one around here. Usually the ingredients are going to be next to blueprint. Not all the time, but like 9 out of 10 times you should be good. And remember, you are building these so you can help out for the Tape It or Die achievement. Alright, in the little alleyway connecting Caribbean Cove with the kind of Chinatown-esque area, basically the Asian part of the mall, you are going to notice an escalator taking you up to the second floor. This is going to be the second floor blueprint, and it's the only other one in the game that involves you moving your map up to a different level. Grab the blueprint. It's going to be in this sports store. It's going to be the Bogey Monster, and this is going to be your second combo vehicle. Combine the golf cart with the Segway, and that should get you your next combo vehicle. So there we go. Already 2 out of 8, so a quarter of the way through that. Head into the Japanese place, the Asian place, whatever, and go into the sushi restaurant right here. And in here is going to be another blueprint. This one is for the floating lantern, which is going to be a paper lantern mixed with an explosive. So paper lanterns all over the place. I think you can find some grenades out in the center floor. If not, you probably have some from earlier, or you can use a Molotov or any explosive, propane tank, etc. We're going to head up here. This is right before you get into Medieval Town, so this is after you go through the door, do your security room stuff, and then head back onto the other side, I believe. And what you want to do is you want to head into this kids store right here, and you can grab the blueprint off of this table. It's going to be the Flaming Helmet, which is going to be a Triceratops head, which you can grab in the back, as well as any chemical. This happened to be my 5th one, but keep in mind I edited this in non-linear order. I just did this the best I could, separating these out by area, but you can get these in any order you want to. I just put this in the order that if you were following this while trying to play through the main story. But once again, you can do this in the post-game when the map is all opened up to you, and then come back and get stuff if you wanted to. But obviously, that's up to you. So this one's going to be in the food court. You want to grab the key. It's in the center where the bar is. Head into the ice cream shop, which is right here. It's called Froze Tree, and this should open up this locker. This will give you the penguin head thing. So grab this, grab the penguin head right here, and combine it with any chemical. So just combine it with the household cleaner right next to it, and you should get the penguin head, which shoots out ice like those bad guys in Mega Man. So back up here, this is once we get into Medieval Town. There's going to be actually a couple in here. First one, there is this clothing store right before you get to the gate. This gives you the Ornament Gun, which is going to be the t-shirt launcher, as well as any toy item. So grab the t-shirt launcher here. There's a toy store next door, conveniently, and right there you can grab any toy, or you can grab the Swordfish. So just head on next door, head out, and then head to the right, and then the first store on your right should be a toy store, and going to be right in here. And of course you can grab these while going for the Fashionista achievement, which is what I did for most of these starting weapons. So grab all those and then get yourself the Ornament Gun, which shoots out ornaments. So grab that, and then we can move on. This is once we get into Medieval Town. So this is after we cleared out all of the weird medieval people. So head into this store. It's like a weapons store. There's going to be a blueprint right here called the Acid Maul. You want to grab the maul, which is kind of like a hammer. There's one right here in the lower left-hand corner of the store. Grab that, and then you can combine it with any chemical. So there is some household cleaner in this store. Lots of those everywhere. Pretty much there's like one bottle in every store, and that's a good chemical ingredient to use. And there's also going to be another toy store in here. So go in here, and this one is going to be the Mower Hog. This is going to be your 3rd combo vehicle. Go outside, and there should be a lawnmower and a trike right here. Just mix those two together, and you should get your Mower Hog. So grab that. It's a lawnmower attached to a kid's bike with training wheels, and that's pretty cool. So some more story stuff's going to happen. You're going to end up right here in the center plaza with Santa's village. Head into here. You want to look on Santa's throne, and there should be a key on there. Lots of zombies here, so bring some firepower. I have a cool flaming sword from the boss from Medieval Town, so you can use that to clear out the zombies. But the key you want to grab is right here. This will open up a secret door in Santa's house, which is up here. So just head north to the North Pole workshop, and once you're in here, you need to do the thing where you click on the right stick to open up your camera, switch to spectrum mode, and then you want to scan the shelf, and that should allow you to open it. But you also need a key since this thing is behind 2 doors. It's one of those panic room things. You should get a survivor. That will give you a little bit of XP for your shelter, but more importantly, you have the blueprint right here. Combine this singing Santa with any chemicals. There's some liquid nitrogen right next to you, so just mix the two together to get a Santa trap, which is a little turret thing that shoots out chemicals. Pretty cool. There's a couple of these in the game, and of course these are pretty useless in Dead Rising. Except for Robot Bear. Robot Bear is still my homie. Unfortunately, they took him out of this game. Those people at Capcom took out the best weapon in any Dead Rising. Shout out to Robot Bear. Anyways, following the main story, you end up out here in kind of like this military camp thing. You want to grab the key out of that tent, and then you're going to have to open up this door for the story. Once you're in here, you can use that key to open up this locker, which should give you the successor to the IED, which is going to be called the Slicing Beauty in this game. Pretty much just combine the propane tank with any blade weapon, and this should give you a propane tank that shoots out shrapnel when it explodes. Pretty useless, if I say so myself. This is like the second weapon you get in Dead Rising 2, and I never found any use for it, but there's that. Following through the story, you should meet this girl who's going to give you another combo vehicle. This one is going to be combining the ATV with the military car, and that should give you the Warmonger. So this one's pretty cool. Somehow combining those two vehicles made the military car a lot smaller. I never understood that. Anyways, we're finally out in the main city. First place you want to hit up is this comic book shop. Right here is going to be the Roaring Thunder, which of course is a Street Fighter reference. Combine the Blanca mask with any electronic. You can grab the laptop off of the desk and then combine those two. Once again, this weapon is another pretty useless weapon that I could never find a use for, and there are way better electronic weapons. Alright, next one's a little complicated if you just look at a map. What you want to do instead is you want to head right here to the lower corner of the building. You have this dumpster you can jump up, and then jump onto this fire escape, and this should take you to the roof, which is the way you need to get into this building. So I'll climb up here. You do go here in the main story, so keep that in mind. If you can't find the dumpster, just wait until that mission pops up, and then you should get waypoints, which should help you get up here. But more or less, however you get into the apartments, get in here, go into the kitchen, and grab your blueprint, which is going to be the ice sword. This is going to be liquid nitrogen and any blade. Chef knife on the table, and liquid nitrogen all over the place. Just mix the two and grab yourself the ice blade, which is going to be the antithesis to the flame blade, which has been in every Dead Rising since the second one, which is a cool weapon. After that, we are going to go over here. This is the park area right outside the mall. Okay, this one's a little annoying to explain at the start, so this is how it works. You want to jump on this like monument thing. It's like a time pyramid. And look around. You want to use your camera, do the spectrum thing, and you want to scan this thing on the ground, which kind of looks like a sewer lid. It's basically like a circle. You need to scan that, make sure all the zombies are cleared, because those things will interrupt you while you're doing this, which is really annoying. So after you find that, you are going to have to dig this up. Now, to dig stuff up, you need an exosuit. So now you have to go find an exosuit. There's going to be one by the gazebo right here, and you're going to be having to do this a lot. It's really annoying, these hidden blueprints underground. The hardest part is actually finding an exosuit, but lucky for you, this video is here to show you where it is, going above and beyond where the blueprints are. So grab the exosuit, and then you have to walk all the way back. It's very slow. The suit also runs on batteries, which means if this thing runs out of fuel on your way back, that means you're going to have to find another exosuit, and if that happens to you, you're on your own, because these things are a little bit hard to come by in the beginning. I believe you get your own exosuit once you beat the game, though, so you can have that to look forward to. So this is going to be the flaming sword. Just grab any knife or blade. So I grabbed a machete and a gasoline canister. So there's one in the nearby gas station. Just combine those two and you should be good. Moving on over here, this is the second one in the park. This one's going to be by this picnic area. This is going to be the Roto Killer, I believe. This is a grass trimmer and any blade. I think this weapon made its debut in Off the Record. So grab that and then mix it with the machete. There's one on this table if you don't have one already. So just combine those two and you should get your Roto Killer. So there you go. And then we can move on to over here on the south side of town. Not much in the middle, pretty much just stuff on either side. You have the hardware store right here. This one also needs a key. The key is going to be behind this dumpster looking thing. So grab it. It's next to this dead guy. And head into the hardware store, and then you can open up the locker. This one gives you like the nail gun, I think, which is going to be a flare gun mixed with any kind of utility weapon. So there's going to be the grass trimmer right there on the right side. You can use that. So grab it and then just combine the two. So flare gun on the counter. If you can't find it, there was one outside next to the key also. And then you can mix this with another grass trimmer to get yourself the raining nails, which is a fancy nail gun, I guess. So get that, and then you can move on to this one, which is going to be pretty much at the building that we were supposed to go for the main story. This is another one you need an exosuit for, but lucky for you, there's an exosuit chest right next to it, as you can see right there. So keep a note of that. What you want to do is you want to clear out the zombies, obviously, because, you know, you can't scan this thing while they're attacking you, which is annoying. So just find it, use your nice detective vision, and then exosuit it up, and then just dig it out. This should give you the split shot, which is the best weapon in Dead Rising 3. Great for clearing out crowds of zombies in an open world game. Not so useful in this game because there's no super ammo perk early on, which sucks. So just combine the lead pipe with any gun. And this gives your handguns use, because those things are useless in any other sense. So just combine the two and grab this awesome gun. That is a great crowd clearer. It's like the spread shot in Contra. We're going to head over here to this building. This is like this church right here. Look on the stairs to the side right here. There's going to be a blueprint, which is going to be another combo vehicle called the Sling Rot. This takes a hearse and a tow truck. There are both of those in the front of the church. So look there, and you should be one combo vehicle richer. So just bounce your way over there and then combine these two. You should get a pretty cool car that's like half bulldozer, half hearse. And then we're going to head off to this nondescript lot. It's like one of those places that sells Christmas trees. You want to look on Santa's throne right here. Man, that dude has a lot of chairs in this game. You are going to grab the holiday junk, and this one's going to be any toy mixed with shopping valuables. Grab the toy dragon on the side, shopping valuables on the other side. Mix those two to get yourself this game's version of the junk ball from Dead Rising 3. So you can have that. You also fight a boss here later, which I'm not going to spoil because it's a pretty cool boss fight. Anyways, we're going to continue on with the main story, which takes you to the fire station eventually, and you can only open this up during the course of the main story. Once you're in here, you're supposed to investigate what happened, but of course we're going to grab the blueprint first. So just head upstairs and then look in the corner for your next blueprint. And just keep heading up. Look in the corner right here, past this barricade, and you should grab this one. So grab that. This one's going to be the Holy Terror, which is going to be a computer mixed with any gun. So if you don't have any guns from earlier, there's an assault rifle behind you. Just grab that. You have to combine this with the computer. You have to use the big computer and not the laptop. There is a distinction for some reason. Grab those two and mix them together, and you'll be one combo weapon richer. So there you go, and there you go. Alright, keep playing through the story, and eventually you should cross over the bridge and end up over here in this farmhouse. Not going to spoil what happens and when it happens. Just keep playing, and you'll end up in this farmhouse. There will be a blueprint right there on the table. This one is going to combine the holiday cracker with any explosive. Pair of propane tanks behind you. Just combine those two, and you should get to this kind of grenade, pipe bomb-esque looking thing. Not sure what it is. Not very useful, as with most combo weapons. There's only usually maybe a dozen good combo weapons out of like the 4 or 5 dozen, but you know, that's how Dead Rising works. Alright, next one is super complicated and took me a while to find where the key is, but you want to go to the shelter, clear it out, because having the shelters is awesome, because that's the closest form of fast travel this game has. Very annoying, this game really needed a fast travel system. But anyways, head into the garage, and in here is going to be another key card. The thing with this part of town is there's a lot of houses with a lot of bunkers that require a lot of keys. So get ready to go to multiple locations, even though there's not too many blueprints in this part of town. But man, there are a lot of keys. So head to the house over here. This is on the far left. There will be this shed in the back with the bunker. Just bring that key card that we grabbed from the safe house over here, and then use that on the pad, and then that should open up the stairwell, and you can take that into the bunker and grab ourselves the blueprint. So this one is going to be the Nutcracker Gun, so grab that. It's the Nut Blaster. This one's going to be a Nutcracker and any gun. There's going to be a pistol right here, and to grab the Nutcracker you actually have to break it to drop the head, and then that's how you can pick it up. So the weapon is only going to be the Nutcracker head. Don't worry about the rest of it. So just smash it, and then you can just combine the two and grab your Nut Blaster. Moving over here, we're going to start tackling the houses. You have this house right here. This is going to be the one with the magic wand. So grab the blueprint, combine the toy wand with any chemical. I don't know how that leads to a magic wand, but it's actually a pretty cool weapon. It shoots magic, and it turns the zombies into like teddy bears and presents and stuff. So pretty wacky weapon. So grab that. We're going to head to this house right here, and over here is going to be another one that we need the key. But lucky for us, the key is in the same location as the blueprint, unlike the other one, which, man, that was a really hidden area. They hid it in the safe house, out of all places. But anyways, grab the key right here, and then you want to head into the backyard where the bunker is. So kick the door down, and then just bounce your way over to the safe house. And all these houses are those kind of houses where the garage is disconnected from the main house, which is interesting. But anyways, hit up the keypad, open up the bunker, and go in here and grab yourself yet another blueprint. This one is going to be the Suckmaster 3000, which is a vacuum cleaner and any electronic item. So combine it with the fan right there, and you should have this weapon, which I never bothered using, as with most combo weapons in this game. Alright, moving on to this house on the far right, you have yet another house. It is a suburban area, so get used to all the houses and how boring this town is. Remember Dead Rising 1 and 2, where the game took place in a mall and casino, and it was interesting and colorful? And then Dead Rising 3 happened, and then every Dead Rising game had to take place in a boring town. Anyways, grab the key out of the parents' bedroom, and then open up the locker right there in the garage. Grab the gnome, or the lawn ornament. It's Gnome Chomsky from Half-Life and Left 4 Dead. You want to combine it with any pole weapon. There's going to be a shovel out in the backyard. Combine that to grab yourself the Gandalf, which is another cool weapon. It's like a stick that shoots out garden gnomes. Next one, this one is going to be at the school. You can come here during the main story, as you can see with all those fine folks right there. This is another one where you need detective vision, so just scan this right here in the ground. Then you need to grab an exosuit, and trying to find one in this part of town was really annoying, so I'm going to show you where I found mine. Just head straight. You want to go northwest, so just look at that. You can use the little compass in the lower right of the map. Just keep heading here until you hit a dead end, which should be like this military truck. So grab here. There's going to be some soldiers you can fight here, so just take care of them. Exosuits right here. As soon as you grab this thing, just haul ass back to where you need to go, because obviously you don't want to kill the battery on this. That would be unfortunate, because there's like 2 more exosuits I found in this part of town, and they're very far away, and walking is annoying, to say the least. But once you have this thing, you can finally go back, dig the thing up. Keep in mind, you can't build combo weapons while you're in the exosuit, so you need to like wait for it to expire. So just kill time and let the battery die on its own, or you can hop into a car and your character should unequip it. But once you finally get back, you can combine the cement saw with any stick item, combine it with the hockey stick, and that should give you the cement saw, or the sledge saw rather, which is going to be the main weapon from Dead Rising 3 that good old Nick used. Anyways, next one's going to be in this house right here. This is on the south side of the map. Head into this big building. Lots of zombies in here, but more importantly, what we're looking for, which is the next blueprint, which is going to be all the way in the back right here on this table. This one's going to be the Hitmaker, which takes a turntable and any electronic utility item. So I like to use this generator right here to get yourself this, which I think is the disc shooter from Dead Rising 2, but recasted, as most of the combo weapons are in this game. Alright, we're going to head into this house, another fancy house. All the fancy houses are on the south side of town. In here is going to be this one on the kitchen. This is going to be the Ice Chain Gun, which takes the Snow Cone Maker, which is a pretty rare weapon. I've only seen 2 of them in the whole game, but there's one in the kitchen, lucky for us, because trying to find this would be really annoying. And you want to combine this with a utility weapon, so like this generator right here, to grab yourself the Ice Chain Gun. Moving up north, we are heading further into the story now that we got everything in town. On the way to the dam is going to be this little garage, and you'll see the Krynic Commando blueprint right here. This happens to be my 30th one, so that's where I got the Inventor Achievement. But once again, these are edited out of order. So combine the antique car with the jet ski to give yourself the next thing. So after that, we're going to head up here through the dam after a boss fight and some story stuff. You have another Detective Vision one, which, yes, you do need an exosuit for. There is one nearby, though, but the problem with this one is I couldn't find any of the ingredients. So we're actually going to be doing a little bit of backtracking back into the previous part of town because I could not find the stuff to put the combo weapon together to save my life. So exosuit it up, and then dig up the blueprint, obviously. Now we have to go ingredient fetching. Of course, you can save this until later. If you are, I recommend having a little checklist since the game does not track which combo weapons you've built or not, and there's an achievement to build 58 unique combo weapons, and man, it's annoying not knowing which ones you have and don't have. But I headed back to the comic book shop because you needed a toy. This is going to be the Sentry Cat, which takes a toy and an LCD monitor. So the best toy weapon to use is going to be the candy cane. You can grab one in this shop. If you can't find one, you can also head into the mall and grab a swordfish from the fish place, but that's quite a walk back, which is annoying. So use cars. Can't stress that enough because fast travel isn't a thing, at least not instant fast travel. You have the stupid tunnel system, which requires you to have all the safe houses, but that's a story for another time. Combine the candy cane or toy, whatever, with an LCD monitor. You can find one in any safe house on the second floor, so keep that in mind. And now we're going to skip ahead to the last area of the game, which is North Peak. Once you get here for the first time, head into the garage. You want to look on this tool chest right here, and there should be a key there. There's also another key in the front office. This one is useless, though. Don't pick that one up. You can if you want to, but it doesn't really give you anything cool. Go into the back office. There should be the keypad right here. Hit that up. That should open up the bunker. Go in here. And inside the bunker is yet another stupid key. They couldn't give you the key you need in the first place. Instead, they get you a key to give you a key to finally open up the locker you need. So once you get this key, head back into the back office. There will be a locker right here, and then you can open this up and get your freaking combo weapon blueprint. Very, very annoying. Lots of keys in this garage. The person who lived here prior obviously didn't have the best organization in mind and had us go through this nonsense. But grab the sticky bomb, which is going to be a pair of scissors and any explosives. Luckily for you, both of them are right next to it. So combine those two, get yourself the sticky bomb. Great weapon in Dead Rising 2, but that took a lawn dart and some dynamite. But, you know, this game obviously has less weapons, so they had to use scissors. Anyways, we're gonna head to this building. The door is right here in the corner. This is kind of like an arcade or like a bar. Once you're in here, just grab the blueprint off of the bar. Lucky for you, there's no zombies in here, so you can take your sweet time. This is the DIY grenade. This takes the martini shaker and any chemical, so we are going to use a fire extinguisher this time instead of our classic household cleaner. There's going to be one bar right there in case you want to keep that theme going, but gotta be different sometimes. Upper left-hand corner, there will be a motel here. You want to head into the building underneath the stairs. Grab this one. This is the Jurassic Barf, which takes a T-Rex mask and any chemical. And lo and behold, there is our good friend, the household cleaner, which goes with a lot of combo weapons in this game. Noticing a theme here, as you can see. But anyways, head over here. Building right next door, there is a tattoo parlor. Head in here. And you can see the blueprint. Lots of zombies in this area, so keep that in mind. This takes the toy drummer. There's one on the counter. And then combine this with any electronic. There is going to be a fan right here in the front. This should give you the back cracker. The toy drummer has your back. It's actually a pretty cool weapon. That one would be pretty useful because the toy cracker shoots stuff randomly while you're walking around. Next one is going to be in this nightclub kind of area. This is another kind of annoying one to get. You have to head into the basement, and this one's hidden behind another secret door, which not only requires you to use detective vision to open it up, but also has a key that goes to it. So scan it, and then you need a key. The key is going to actually be pretty close. Just head back upstairs and then go through the back door, the one with the exit sign. And then in kind of this like back parking lot is going to be your key right here. So grab that and then head back, and then there's going to be yet another bunker. In the future, during the zombie apocalypse, they need to build bunkers underneath everything, even nightclubs. But this one is going to be another combo vehicle, which we need to find the vehicles for. So back upstairs, and then this time head out through the front door, and then to the side should be a food truck and a motorcycle. Combine those two, and you should get yourself the creep fryer. And you can fry yourself some zombies and what have you. And move on to the next one. So drive this one over here, which is the building next door. All the blueprints are really close in this part of town because it is a small part of the map. Jump the sandbags and head into here. I think this is a radio station. Blueprint right here. It's going to be the Soundwave Trap. This takes an electronic, so grab a portable stereo right here and then combine this with the gong. There's one right next to the door. Mix those two together to get yourself a DJ turntable looking thing. Alright, last non-story open world one is going to be right here. This is going to be like a motorcycle dealership in the middle part of this part of the map. Go in here, this is going to be the ion gun, I think. Take the blueprints. I think this one's going to be a battery mixed with any gun. So there's going to be 2 batteries, one on each side of the store. I'm going to grab the one on the right. There's also an assault rifle right here in case you don't have a gun lying around. Mix those two together to get yourself the ion gun, and now we are going to progress through the story. Alright, so you're going to come here in the end of case 4, I think. You're going to go into this house in the lower left-hand corner of Westridge. Once you're in this house, you are going to grab the blueprint right here. This one is going to be the holiday bell and any glove item. There's going to be a pair of MMA gloves by the fireplace, so grab that. And I won't be spoiling these little story bits, just know that the rest are going to be gotten during stories since they're behind gated places that only open up during story-specific things. Alright, so this is when you have a little shootout at the farm for reasons that I won't spoil. What you want to do is, after you clear out all the bad dudes, you want to head into the master bedroom on the 2nd floor. And what you need to do is you need to open up the closet, and there will be another hidden door behind here. Detective vision it up, and then what you need to do next is you need to grab the key off of the desk, and this should give you access to the farm garage, which has another combo vehicle, and in fact this is the last combo vehicle in the game. So look for the garage, open that up, and that should give you the blueprint right here on this shelf. This is for the tread maker, which is going to take a tractor and a wheelchair. There's already a wheelchair in this garage, however there's going to be another one where we're going. Just head back here and go into the barn, and this is where you'll find the tractor. Combine the two, and that should give you the last vehicle, and also you get an achievement. So we have one more achievement to add to the collection. This one's called Vehicular Manslaughter for 20 gamer score. That's for creating all 8 combo vehicles, so we have that to look forward to. So anyways, we're going to head here towards the end of the game. This is the cement factory. This door opens up during one of the last missions for, once again, reasons I won't spoil. You're going to have to head all the way up to the top floor. You can figure out how to do that yourself. It involves you breaking down walls and stuff. I'll give you that hint so you don't get lost and run around in circles for hours. But you're going to put on an exosuit, then you have to go upstairs, break down this wall, and back here will be your blueprint. Unfortunately, the ingredients are not nearby, but they're during this boss fight with this dude. You need a flare gun right here off to the side, and just keep playing the fight until you get to the last area. So this is a little shootout. Make sure you don't use your flare gun, and make sure you save it. So when you're shooting this guy, just save it, and then save it until this part. You have some chemicals here that you can mix together. Obviously, you can save this for after the fight when you're not too busy, but might as well knock it out right now so we don't forget. Anyways, we're going to head over here now. Now that we have all of the findable blueprints, we are going to grab the ones we need to buy. So every safe house has a weapon vendor, and every weapon vendor sells their unique blueprint. So make sure you buy one from each, so 4 vendors, 4 blueprints. You can also buy the ingredients from them most of the time, and since we have a ton of money in this game, and you really don't use money on anything except for maps, you might as well just buy the ingredients. Or you can look around for them if you have all the spare time in the world. I'm just going to do the easy trick and just buy most of the ingredients. Some of the ingredients you can find in the safe house also, so if that's the case, just do that. For example, right here, this takes a plunger and an electronic piece. There's lots of those lying around the safe house. You can save yourself a bit of money if you are really that desperate for money, but money is easily foundable in this game. 1, 2, you don't really spend it on anything useful, so might as well, as I said before. But combine the plunger with the electric prod to get yourself the plunger lure, and then we have this one right here in Old Town. So just hit up all of the safe houses. You can use the fast travel system, in quotes, by taking the tunnels through, but nonetheless, just revisit all the places and spend all the cash and grab your stuff. So we're going to combine the Bowie knife with the hatchet to get yourself the Chop Chop, which is like one of those 3-winged boomerangs. So do that, and then we have one more safe house over here in Westridge. So go here, talk to the weapon vendor, get your stuff, and we have one more blueprint to get, and this one you don't get until you beat the second to last case. So after you beat case 5, which is the second to last case and the second to last mission, so pretty much just beat the game. Unfortunately, case 6 doesn't give us access to free roam, so we won't be able to construct the weapon until New Game Plus or through the chapter select. So keep in mind, you get the achievement right here, but you can build one more weapon, which will also help you out for the Tape It or Die achievement, which, remember, takes 58 weapons, but there's only 51 in the single player, so you do have to build the last 7 in multiplayer. So once you do chapter select, which I recommend loading from chapter 2, just head to the camera store by the starting point and combine the tripod with any electronics. So I'm going to combine it with the cash register. That's the last combo weapon. I hope you enjoyed the guide. This was a pain to put together, but there you go. And that's all there is to it.